Another gameplay video here. It's been a few weeks. I took a little bit of a hiatus. I was playing a lot of Limited, went to MagicCon Chicago, so I'm happy to be back. And obviously, we had a big shakeup in Modern recently, and that was the banning of Violent Outburst. That was a big hit to Living End and a somewhat, what we'll see with the Rhinos effects, because I still think Rhinos would be pretty effective with just using other decks. It might not be tier 1, or sorry, with using other Cascade spells. It might not be tier 1, but I think it'll still be solidly like tier 2 to tier 3 as a strategy. How do I think Zoo is impacted by the Violent Outburst ban? Well, I think Living End... I'm kind of unclear if Living End getting banned... Living End getting banned. If Violent Outburst getting banned, which I think nerfs Living End to the point where I don't know that it's still playable. I mean, maybe if it is, it'll be like a kind of tier 3, like, deck that's just not very popular. I always thought that Living End was a favorable matchup for Zoo. I played the matchup a lot, obviously, from the Zoo end, and I also played it a lot from, I did play a lot of Living End, and I always felt like Zoo was a hard matchup for Living End because you're a deck that applies pressure and has cheap interaction, so it's just hard for the Living End player to, beat that sort of combination. And so I don't know yet how the new meta will shake out and how Zoo will be impacted. We have to kind of see what decks are going to rise and fall. Like, I've seen some people talking about, oh, creativity is back. I'll say if creativity is back, then that's very good news for Zoo because I found that to be a very favorable matchup. I think if there's, there's more. Obviously, the immediate winners of the ban are things like Amulet Titan and Yawgmoth, which are already very good decks and now just get better because other decks get worse. I don't think either of those matchups are particularly good. I think Amulet Titan is definitely unfavorable. I've talked to a lot of players about the Yawgmoth matchup. I've always felt like it is slightly unfavorable, but I've talked to other players who think it's 50-50 or maybe even slightly favorable for Zoo. But I think the consensus seems to be that, like, Amulet Titan is not a favorable matchup. Like, yes, we can win some games. You try to play your interaction, but, if you're going to play against a lot of Titan with Zoo, I think you're going to have a tough time a lot of games. So that's just like a little discussion of the meta. Like I said, still wide open. We have that Goryo's Vengeance deck that's kind of seen an uptick. I think that's not a great matchup for Zoo either. I think we just have a hard time dealing with sort of ephemerate blink effects in combination with like Solitude, Grief, things like that. Like, we do have obviously some interaction to disrupt their combo, but your interaction can get destroyed by like Grief, or like even when they don't have the combo, if they ephemerate a Solitude and kill 2 of your like 2 drops, then that can be enough to win them the game too. So I find that you have to always be really careful with that Goryo's matchup. So that's kind of what we see in the meta. I still think it's pretty wide open. So I don't know when the next major Modern event. I think there was a big tournament this past weekend, but we'll have to kind of see what shakes out of the Modern metagame over the next weeks. So that's what the meta is looking like. And what I like to do when the meta is kind of all crazy like this, where it's like, oh, we just had bans, or maybe you had a new set come out, people are trying crazy different things. Things are more wide open, I think, than they've been in the past with Modern. I like to just kind of go back to kind of old reliable. So what you'll see here is I'm playing, as we get talking to the list I'm going to play today. Let's start off with the mana base. So I wanted to try more of the Surveil lands. We know that we've seen this a lot, and like the Goryo's deck is playing like 4 Surveil lands in some cases, like Murktide might play like 1 to 2, we see Yawgmoth with 2. A lot of decks are playing 2 to 3. I wanted to try out 2 of them. So I haven't seen anyone do this. I'm sure someone's tested it before. So basically I have 21 lands. I cut the Hedge Maze, I cut what would be a Zaggoth Triome or an extra fetch. I have Hedge Maze instead. And what would be a basic Plains, I have Elegant Parlor. The reason I cut the basic Plains, I actually moved it to the sideboard just for matchups where maybe your life total matters a lot, or your opponent is playing like land destruction, so like Ball Coffers or something, where you like really want the basics. Like Mill, or matchups like that. So I still have it in the sideboard, but it's just like Blood Moon doesn't really feel like it's around. That might mean that it might come back now, but it's just kind of fallen off so much. Like, the new Rhinos list don't have Violent Outburst, so I don't think they're really going to play Blood Moon because it's going to hurt their mana base, and that was the biggest deck that was still playing it. Like, Murktide could have it in the sideboard, things like that, but so it's not exactly gone. But I think it's just way less common. And then you also have, of course, we have Guildpact, so that also can help against Blood Moon and sort of other things. So that's what I'm trying out. Now, it might be the case that you might look at this and be like, man, 3 tap lands and you're like curve out aggro deck with 1 drops and 2 drops maybe is too much. Possible. I just wanted to try it out. This is something I've been talking about trying, but just hadn't had the time to try it out. So we're gonna try it today, and we're gonna see how many games we win or lose because of having these extra tap land deck. So we have basically 1 more tap land than I've seen most normalists playing, because most lists are playing 2 Triomes. I had already cut the second Triome a while ago to just play another fetch, but so now we're playing 12 fetches. We're playing 1 Triome, but we have 2 tap lands, surveil lands. So we're gonna give that a shot. And then the rest of the list is pretty much stock. I'm playing 3 Guildpact, not 4. I kind of went back and forth. I did play 4 most recently. I did listen to an episode of the Competitive Magic with the Carnies podcast, and that was makes me want to try 3 again, because basically Javier Dominguez and Anthony Lee were talking about, like, hey, they think that the right number of Guildpact, obviously I don't think they've tested Zoo a whole lot, but their initial impressions were, when they're talking about Zoo specifically, where they were like, 4 Guildpact might not be correct in this deck, because you never want to see a second one. So basically, like, this deck doesn't have a way to deal with extra Guildpact except for Kavu, which I don't think is like enough to build around. So having 3 of them and not seeing it in doubles is more important than seeing it in your opener. Because obviously, their other point was kind of like, hey, this deck can, like, it's just a fair deck that can win with that. It doesn't need the combo to win. The combo is just a nice bonus. So, like, you can just keep these fair hands and just win without this. So maybe going down to 3 is correct. Maybe going down to 2 is correct. I don't know what it is. I think the other reason that 3 could be more correct now is because everyone is playing Pick Your Poison. So, that was the big news out of some of the events, I think, last weekend, was there were so many decks splashing green for Pick Your Poison. So they're trying to, they're basically making their mana base worse to play a card specifically to deal with this combo. So I think in that cases, it can make sense to go a little lower on the combo. It just kind of depends, but I'm going to try this out. Maybe 4 Guildpact's correct. I will say there's other Zoo versions floating around too, so this might not be like the best build right now. This is just kind of stock build I want to start out with. Specifically, I've seen Blue Zoo lists doing well, so those are lists that are playing 4 Guildpact, and then they might cut things like Nacatl and Brawler so that they can fit things like Force Negation, Subtlety. I've even seen some lists playing Counterspell, which I think is very hard on the mana, and Murktide, also similarly hard on the mana. But I've seen lists doing it. I saw 2 that 5-0 to Last Chance Qualifier lists that were playing Progressive Iteration. They were playing Counterspell. They had cut Nacatls entirely. So they were playing Preordains. So there's a lot of builds out there. I don't know which one is the best with Zoo right now, but with the meta kind of all over the place, I just wanted to try the classic one and see how it feels, and then maybe we'll get to playing some different builds. Next few. So moving over to the sideboard now that I feel like I've covered the main deck pretty well. I am putting some cards back in the sideboard that I haven't had in a long time. The big reason is, like, if you recall, recently I was dedicating a lot of hate to specifically 2 Rhinos, and also to an extent Living End. So we had, like, Chalices, we had Sweepers, we had all these other things. So those matchups I think are just going to be less common, like not non-existent. So we do still have some hate, like we have our Stubs, and we have some counters, we have Teferi. That's also maybe to help against the Goryo deck. I don't know if it's actually worth it or not, but it can help against, like, Ephemerate shenanigans. We'll see if it's actually... Well, I've just seen it in a lot of sideboards recently, so I wanted to try it out again. So you have some answers. But moving over to sideboard, we have 2 Rest in Peace. Again, this is because I think, like, kind of debate of whether Rest in Peace is good against Yawgmoth. I think it probably is. I kind of go back and forth on this one now. That's one of those cards where it requires, like, a lot of testing, I feel like, to actually evaluate if, because the matchups can go different ways. But I do think it's probably good against the Esper Goryo's deck because it turns off a lot of their shenanigans. And can be good against, like, if we see Murktide come back, you see Jund, you see some, like, decks that kind of reemerge or trying to do kind of free animator stuff, then Rest in Peace. So we're going to try it out again. There might be better options. I've seen, Dak Fade 07 was playing, had cut Jegantha entirely and was playing, like, Endurances in the sideboard, like more pitch cards to try to increase the, reduce the downside of Guildpact. For now, I've just stuck with the classic, like, kept Jegantha in. So we got 2 Rest in Peace. We have 2 Prismatic Ending. I think this card is still fine. It's going to be good against Amulet, to hit the Amulet. It's also going to be good against Yawgmoth, and I think those are kind of 2 decks that are going to be around going forward. Also good against Murktide, so we'll see. I do still have 2 Tear Asunder. I've seen a lot of talk, obviously, I just mentioned, about Pick Your Poison, and I am still on Tear Asunder specifically for Zoo. I was initially high on Pick Your Poison and thinking it, like, seemed amazing, and I think it is good in certain decks, but I'm just hesitant to include it. I think the problem is specifically, like, Pick Your Poison is going to be a lot worse against matchups like Hardened Scales or even against Amulet. It can be fine, but any deck that's using multiple artifacts are bad. Whereas, like, Tear Asunder, you can hit exactly what you want. You have the instance, you have the versatility. So I'm gonna play Tear Asunder for now. and I'm doing a split it between Force of Vigor and Tear Asunder. I still think you like I want Force of Vigor for Amulet Titan specifically, but also good against Hammer, good against other matchups. So I'm doing this split. I might decide pick your poisons better. It's hard. It's just the sorcery speed I feel like is pretty bad, and I feel like I'd rather have the instant be able to target. But I can understand the pros and cons. Like if you're talking about a lot of Scion of Draco, then you want to pick your poison because it forces the opponent to sacrifice. Things like that. You're playing mirror matches, then your poison might be better, but it kind of just depends because your opponent can choose to sacrifice something else or whatever. So we'll see. Maybe I do need to pick your poison, but we're gonna try Tear Asunder. And then I have 2 Teferi, and I've just seen this in a lot of lists, and I don't know if it'll be good or not. I'm just trying to play around with stuff that might be good against the Goryo's deck, and also good incidentally against other decks. Like obviously this is good against Cascade. We have one Hidetsugu Consumes All. I'm just kind of re-adding this back to we don't have Rhinos as much. I think you still want to have a sweeper for certain like hammer decks, certain hardened scales, Rhinos, prowess, things like that are always around. So I added back a sweeper. And again, meta's in flux, so I'm gonna just kind of go back to some of these tried and true cards, and we'll see. I think it's harder to dial in your sideboard a lot right now, because the meta is so much. Not like it was maybe like a month or 2 ago where I felt like I could dial in, like it was not very diverse in that, like there was basically like the big 4 or big 5 decks, and I felt you could just dial in your sideboard to those decks and not worry about anything else. Right now, I feel like it's more you kind of have to be worried about everything, so you have less targeted hate and more just kind of generic versatile hate. So that's kind of where we're at here. And then the last card I wanted to test more, which you might have known from me talking about this, is Repulsive Mutation. I was thinking about this card could be better than Reprieve. One of the big knocks against this card and why I ended up sticking with Reprieve for up until the Violent Outburst ban was that Reprieve was specifically better against Cascade. It's easier on the mana, you drew a card, and basically if you reprieved their Cascade spell, it was the same as hard countering it. So that was a reason to play it. I do think Repulsive Mutation is potentially better against some of the other big decks now. So I think Repulsive Mutation is better against Yawgmoth, and I think it's going to be better than Reprieve against Amulet Titan. Because you can hard counter their Titan, and that will win you the game in a lot of cases. Whereas reprieving it, they might just kill you the next turn. And obviously it hits One Ring. It can hit some other things too, like you can Omnath, Grist, a lot of kind of 3 and 4 drops. I think it'll be good in similar matchups, but I think it has the potential to be more a blowout. The only reason I'm less on this card is, one, if there's a lot of solitude in the format, this card's a little risky because if you only have one creature and you try to Repulsive Mutation and they have kill your creature, then bad things can happen. But I don't know. I thought about that a lot in my when I was originally thinking about playing this card, and I think in most cases when that's happening, you're probably losing the game. Because you're basically saying that your opponent has a big spell that you need to counter, and they have an instant removal too. So that means they have a bomb plus removal for your big creature, and you only have one creature on board. So in my opinion, in most cases in that gameplay, you're gonna lose that game no matter what. If you had a reprieve, you would lose that game because you had no pressure. So I could be wrong about that. I just want to try Mutation again. I think it's a cool card, and I think it could be good, and I think it could be better than Reprieve in the current meta. So, and then we've got lastly that Plains in the sideboard. That's just because of, in case you do run into a Blood Moon deck, in case you run into in case you're playing against Burn, Prowess, Coffers, things where you're I need these. So that's the basic list. We're gonna just play through an MTGO league again. I did play one game with this list just to get a feel for it, but I haven't played a whole lot. If you enjoy this kind of content, you can subscribe. Okay, starting off with round 1. I think this hand's a keep. It's not amazing, but I think it's gonna keep. We don't have any do you want to have turn 1 play? We don't have amazing stuff, but actually we did what Bolt to deal with an opponent if they play a creature. Let's look if they will. No, White. So this could be the Martyr deck, which I think is probably a Nightmare matchup. It could also be Hammer without a 1-drop. Let's hope for that one. So this is a case where I don't have Zaggoth Triome in the deck, if you recall. So what I could do is I could either fetch for a Overgrown Tomb. I think is probably what I'm going to do, or I could get a I could get the Scry here from the not the breeding Hedge Maze. I get the Scry. All right, so my opponent has played 2 Plains and nothing, which leads me to believe it's probably the Martyr deck. I'm not exactly sure. So is it more important to get the Scry here? I have cards in hand, so it probably doesn't matter. I'll probably just get the Overgrown Tomb. So maybe giving up this free Scry isn't. I think this is fine for now. They get a Nacatl, which is fine, but again, we don't know exactly what our opponent's doing. We might have a hard time here. He could just have Solitude, and we'll just pass priority. Volatile Fault. Okay, so he's land destruction. Oh, Eldrazi Tron.
I care about this? I guess I don't know that I really care about this, but I guess I kind of do. I don't know what the kind of crap he's going to start like flickering stuff. So I think what I should do is just bolt this. I guess I could give him the chance to block to save the bolt, but I think I'm just going to do this, and then we're going to get a, let me just think about this for a second, get a red blue, and then play a second Kavu. My plan here. I guess I could like loot first, and that might change what I'm going to do, but I don't think it really will. Also thin slightly here doing this. Yeah, I think we're happy to loot away. Let's see, you can start destroying lands here, right? Might just loot away the breeding pool. Am I limiting myself on blue sources though if I do that? No, I already have steam vents. You could destroy steam vents, and I loot away breeding pool. I still have the hedge maze left. I could also just loot away. I think I'll loot away breeding pool. It's maybe a little risky against land destruction, but I think it's okay. Here, you get the Guildpact, which is not that helpful right now, but could help against land destruction. And then we're just gonna play second Kavu. This is overall fine. I'm gonna pass the turn, and we'll see. Like again, I don't know exactly what my opponent is doing. So he has a Field of Ruin, so he's gonna try like destroy multiple lands here. Okay, that's not gonna do anything, but okay. Was he gonna take like the Binding maybe? And then he still has to chump. What do I draw a card? Okay, it takes the Binding, but he still has a 4/4, and I could loot away 2 cards here. What happens if our opponent draws a card? Okay. I don't think I really want Guildpact. I guess it does kind of save me against his land destruction stuff. So is he just gonna destroy? Like maybe he wants to destroy 2 lands, and then be like, oh, you don't have any types, but I don't know that I care that much about that. See, my hand is fine, but I guess I could destroy get rid of Guildpact. You could destroy 2 lands, and then I don't have 5 types anymore. I think we're just gonna attack for 1 million, and we will keep 1 land. I think I'm just gonna get rid of Guildpact. This could be a mistake, but I'm gonna just discard for both. Discard Heath, I guess. Yeah, not the best. Maybe I should have kept Guildpact and just played Guildpact. He's gonna take a lot of damage. He's at 5. They have a way to like destroy all my lands that I just don't know about. I guess if I play this, like he could just destroy the red sources and shrink everything. Yeah, maybe this wasn't the best sequence, and I should have just like played Guildpact. Going on with my life, because I can't really double spell here that well, because I don't want to crack that fetch. So like, he can shrink something. I guess he could force me to crack. Maybe I didn't need to play the Foothills, because he could force me to crack the Foothills and then see what I get, and then blow up a land in response. Okay, or he can just concede, whatever. Again, I don't know what my opponent's doing. I didn't ever even see this card before, but I don't know if my sequencing was that clean. No, my opponent did nothing, whatever. E-Tron. I don't know exactly how to board against this. Hopefully my MTGO doesn't crash here. Is Guildpact good? See, I don't know. Like he doesn't seem to have any Tron lands, so I feel like Stubb's probably bad. He's got a lot of creatures, it seems like. Like maybe Mutation's good if he's gonna play like big creatures. I don't really know what his game plan is, honestly. Is Pending where I want to be at? Start destroying lands. Tear Asunder where I'm going to be at? Is he going to play artifacts? I have no idea what my opponent's going to do. Maybe I'll just bring in more removal all today. Not worry about it too much. Do I want planes? I guess he has land destruction, so I probably do want planes. It might be too late. That is okay, though. Yeah, I probably want to bring in the planes against his Field of Ruin deck. I don't know if it'll let me. No. All right, too late. That's okay. We'll live with it. Yeah, we definitely wanted the planes. Oh, that was definitely a mistake. This hand is not that good. So we can't cast this. We can cast this, but I don't think he's going to play anything worth casting. So let's try to get something better. This is better. I don't know if I'll be able to connect with anything. Red, blue, green, black. Maybe just get rid of Heath. Something like this. Planes go. Okay. Play our monkey. Hopefully he doesn't have a big creature to play, or else that will be sad. We will not be dashing monkey. Okay. Swords to Plowshares, maybe? No. Not in this format. Okay, so he's going to Winds of Abandon. Oh, I guess he's trying to just destroy all my lands. And I guess this could work. Next turn he can destroy a land, I'm out of basics. I don't know, I guess. But he did ramp me, so... I mean, this could be a bad matchup if he's just on land destruction, but also could be fine. I don't really have answers to land destruction stuff. Oh, so he's just on this deck. That's fine. There's Triome here. He's on taxes, okay. I guess that makes some sense, maybe, I don't know. But with Eldrazi white taxes. Could have Solitude in hand, which would be kind of annoying. Okay, yes, Path to Exile, okay. I guess we'll just go with the old... Okay, now we could just double spell and ignore Land Arbiter, but I guess he's going to keep destroying lands. Does it really matter, though? Like, if I can't search, I don't have any basics left, so probably doesn't matter. In that case, just shock an Overgrown Tomb, and let's just double spell. Making sure I have all my types. Pretty sure I do. Yeah. All right, opponent, you have 3 cards in hand, and I will start attacking you. And you can blow up the Triome, I guess, and then I can play a Flooded Strand and get a whatever the red-white one is. Okay, it's not really doing much here. You can trade. Do I want to just bind the Eldrazi Displacer to make it so he doesn't have good blocks? That's probably fine. Grab Jegantha. Like, I don't want to be able to trade the Eldrazi Displacer for the Brawler. At 11, play a land. I could grab Jegantha. Problem is he'll blow up a land, and then I'll have to pay to search. So I don't know what Jegantha's doing a whole lot right here. Right, I think I'd rather just pay to search here and then get the scry. Probably gonna be the move. Okay, he's gonna attack me with his 2/2. Sure. He's got a board wipe here. I have no idea what his deck's doing. Maybe I wasn't right to cut stub, but I think I was. Another Windswept Abandon. Okay, fine. Wait, it doesn't. What? So it didn't give me the option. Am I like not able to pay 2? It didn't give me the option to pay 2. I just clicked it and it destroyed itself. All right, well that's really sweet. That's a really sweet move. Okay, well I'll just Stone Rain myself. This might lose the game. Maybe not though. Obviously, much better if I got in the scry there. So I would have kept Monkey on top anyway. Now it's gonna make his land destruction strategy harder. If he has Solitude, not seem to. 9. See if he has anything off his deck. Should have kept white open because of his deck. Mind Stone. Does Mind Stone do again? I don't know. I'm probably gonna play it though. I can sack it to draw a card. Okay. Am I actually gonna use this? Maybe. Well, he's not dead yet. And I guess I can technically play 2 with my treasure, which maybe is the right move, just to be able to get another scry. So I can pay 1 with treasure, 1 with the Mind Stone, and not just die again. Or not just blow up my land for no reason like I did last time. Okay. Do I care about this? No. Again, having the other planes in my deck would be sweet. Do you have a third Winds of Abandon? Maybe another Path to Exile? Okay. Pick your poison, sure. I think I still like my line. I think the scry is worth it here. So I guess I could wait to get the land. I guess I'm cracking a treasure for not a lot of gain here for 1 scry. Probably worth it though. Then we'll get the Elegant Parlor looking good here. Although we might lose this game. Guildpact's not that great, huh? In the graveyard. Again, I don't think I've played this particularly cleanly. Like, I guess I can dash Ragavan. I guess I could sack the Mind Stone to draw a card. Might be the move here, huh? Dash Monkey to trade with Arbiter. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I guess I can't. I guess I will do that. I don't know. I guess I could just grab Jegantha and not crack the thing yet. I don't think he takes this hit. Give another Path to Exile, maybe? Sure. Alright, well, we didn't get Jegantha, so maybe we wasted our crack of that. I have nothing. He has 3 cards in hand, so that's something. You have another Leon Arbiter. Oh, wait, I should have cracked that fetch. That was actually a huge mistake. I keep fucking that up, huh? Okay, well, Nacatl go. And then we'll get another Surveil here. Is deck gonna do anything besides just Surveil? Try to blow stuff up. Back with your 2/2, no? Okay. Time we'll click correctly to pay. I don't know what I could hit that I'd care about. 2. Oh no, he's gonna hit me with something. Okay. I guess I won't get a Surveil from this. Okay. Back. Okay. Wants to trade his whole board? Sure. I don't know what your plan is here. Guess he's worried about Bolt or something. I out of lands, maybe. Maybe I played myself. I don't know. Looks like we're gonna Surveil land again. If he has another one. Did not have another one. Hedge Maze. Re-Surveil. Look at this value. This is a weird game. Probably keep it on top just to kill my opponent, although you could argue for a Tribal Flames that I should be digging right now. But we'll just do this. And I have no idea what my opponent has in hand. Maybe like more Path to Exile. I want to play this land now. And I want to show him I have a land. I don't have any Surveil things left. I guess I could crack this at the end of turn if he tries to take away 5 types. I don't know. I'll play it. Yeah, I obviously the sideboarding was a mistake, but I think maybe I could. No, playing the Brawler wouldn't have accomplished anything. Now I can double spell. And I'm not going to crack that fetch until he does something. I mean, I might just lose the Sarah Paragon if I don't have anything. Play a land from your graveyard or cast, so you can start like blowing stuff up and gain 2 life. I don't know. I mean, we were probably going to lose this game. It's turn 10, but I didn't play it very cleanly. And like, this is the land destruction. This is a horrible matchup. Just like, I'm flooding out. Mokodi, we could have played it differently, I suppose. Like, we definitely had some options to do some different things that we did not capitalize on. I guess he's going to just keep playing spell. Like, what's this? Yeah, so he can just, well, it has to be a permanent spell. So it has to be one of these things. So is he going to trade that now with, I think it makes sense to crack this yet. I mean, he's going to have to trade one of these, right? Is he going to double block? Trample over? Not trample over. Tribal Flames off the top to win? Nope, Nacatl off the top. I still think I'm attacking here. Start gaining life. It's going to be annoying. Oh, I guess he's going to gain life from this, but I'm going to draw a card. That's fine. So I'll draw Removal Spell. No, not Removal Spell, but not bad. Okay, so let's, I guess it is pretty bad, actually. This does nothing. Green, white, blue, green again. I wish I'd draw a Tribal Flames. That'd be really cool, huh? Be a really cool thing to have right now. Mind Stone. Sure. So you can draw a card, gain 2. Just keep drawing Thought Knot Seers while I draw Guildpacts, I guess. Ugh, what an unexciting game, huh? Oh, he's attacking now. Dangerous. I hit a something relevant. I can hit a Binding. So the problem is he hits me with Thought Knot Seer. He's dead. So we just have to hit the Sarah Paragon. I guess we get the Thought Knot Seer, draw a card, hit my opponent, get my opponent to 1. But the problem is he's gonna start sacking stuff. Does it still have it? Once you make play land, it gains when this permanent is put in a graveyard from the battlefield, exile it, and you gain 2 life. Does it have it permanently? I think it has it permanently, even if this is dead, right? So you can crack the Mind Stone. I don't know. I'm dead in like 2 turns, so I'm gonna try to just high roll here. Hit a burn spell. Hit a burn spell to win, please. Oh, okay. Skill, baby. All skill. I mean, we're 26 cards in and hit our first burn spell, but not the cleanest game. D-Day game, though. All right. We beat Eldrazi, Death and Taxes. That's exciting, because I feel like Death and Taxes is usually a pretty bad matchup. Maybe he just had kind of clunky hands. I didn't play that very well at game 2. It was just kind of like I was all over the place, just messing around. Okay, back for round 2. I am on the draw. This is kind of mid-hand. I only have 1 threat. It's also on Jegantha, but I do have some removal on the draw, which is usually like good enough, so I think we'll keep this. Maybe he plays a Ragavan turn 1. Oh shit, he's got the combo. I'm fucked. I am kind of fucked, actually, if he has Scion. All right, well, we can bolt his Ragavan. Let's hope he doesn't have everything else he needs to assemble Exodia. Okay, so what do we want to get here? I think we just want to get a Sacred Foundry and bolt the Ragavan. And just hope he doesn't have Scion. It'll probably be GG if he has Scion. I guess I could get a Binding. Sacred Foundry. It's exciting. Get to play the mirror match. Unless this is the like blue version, which it could be. Oh wait, I can't bolt Ragavan. Oh yeah, again, never mind. I'm stupid. I was thinking he had Scion on board already. All right, killed 1 thing. See if he has the Exodia, as it were. I will just Tribal Flames whatever second threat is, if it's not a Scion of Draco. It's not looking good. It is a Scion of Draco. Okay. Leyline Binding, please. Leyline Binding, please. Leyline Binding, please. Oh my god, we're so good at this game. We are so good at this game. I just have to bind it now, I think. He could, I guess, bind it again to get it back, but he could also have Stub. And then if he has Stub, then I'd probably just lose. I guess if he has another Binding, he can Binding my Binding, whatever. I'm going to just do this. I'm just trying to think if there's any reason to play a different land right now. Like, technically, no, we're just going to do this. All right, so if he doesn't have Binding in his hand, then we can Tribal Flames the Scion next turn, and then we'll be in good shape. If he does have Binding in his hand, then we're kind of in trouble, but, you know, sometimes you just lose to turn 1, you know, Guildpact, turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 Scion on the draw. See if he's got it. I mean, we drew hot, so that helped us. But he didn't dash Ragavan, okay. So he's going to try to race me, so I'll kill the Scion, and then play Ragavan, maybe? Life total does matter here. Okay, hit a land. I'm at 9. I'm going to get a basic here. Get another Binding. That's interesting. So we could just bind the Scion, and then I guess we get basic planes. We could bind the Scion and then play Ragavan. It's safer to Tribal Flame. He doesn't have another Binding. We might need the Tribal Flames for something else. So I think we need to get a planes here and then pay 2 for Binding. Sound like a reasonable plan. I don't want to shock again. We're going to avoid it. We'll just trade Ragavans if he wants to dash Ragavan again. You could just have Bolt and whatever. Oh yeah, we don't have basic planes in our deck. Okay. Yeah, we're back to the forgetting that we don't have basic planes in our deck, which like really ruins everything bit of this line right now. So I needed to get basic. I didn't have the line available. Okay. Notably, basic planes hurt me here. Okay, what's our new plan? Just bind and take a Ragavan hit? That's pretty bad. So we would have to shock, right? Because we don't have red and white on this. Fucking dude, fuck. I fucked this up. So I have to shock again to get Temple Garden and still not have 5 types. That's really bad. Yeah, I shouldn't have a sequence like this. This was poor. But I guess I have to shock again. Not a great position. Certainly not helping ourselves here. Certainly not helping ourselves. But we're fighting. Fighting the good fight. I just wish I hadn't taken that 2 more damage because we're at 6. So you could just like have Bolt plus Tribal Flames or something. Or just Tribal Flames, honestly. I'm dead. Doesn't look like he has it though. I don't know what he has in his hand. Maybe lands? Nah, he would have played lands. Maybe he just has another Ragavan. I mean, we're kind of holding on for dear life here. But yeah, sorry, the awkward, like, oh, I forgot I don't have basic planes in the deck, so I didn't have access to what I wanted to do there, so that definitely hurt me, and we'll see if it loses me the game, having to take 2 extra damage. Might just dash his Ragavan, and that's fine. He probably has another Ragavan hand, but I'm blocking this. I think he's a handful of Ragavans here. Or just nothing. I don't have Stub either. Do I have a threat? I have a threat. We're in business, baby. Forest, I don't think I want to shock again to play anything, so we'll get 5 types. I don't want to get Jegantha right now. And he'll play another threat. Again, I don't know what's in his hand. Seems to be choked on lands, but maybe also useful spells. Or maybe he's just going to burn me out. Yeah, he's doing something. He's got 4 drop. Is it Guildpact? Maybe he shocks for it. Probably Stub Guildpact here. Like, he has 5 types, so maybe it's not really doing anything. So here we can get... We need to get black, so... is he going to get the Scion back, or does he have double Guildpact or something? I guess if he has double Binding to get back Scion and Guildpact... Oh, or you could do that, sure. Now, does he have another Ragavan? I expect another Ragavan. Yeah, so... I mean, it's whatever. Maybe we'll draw a big threat here. I need a black source. So I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I mean, we're probably just gonna lose it. I mean, we're gonna go to 3 life, so you could just have Bolt in hand, not lose. Hits another binding. It's a little scary because he can get a Scion back now. Basically dead. I can make him crack the treasure token. That's not that useful. All right, we're in trouble. So I need to hit a 1-drop. If I go in Bolt range, I basically die. Although I can stub it, so maybe I should try to just go to 3 and just pray. Rage. Okay, so we need a black source. Although maybe we should try to find something else because I'm gonna die. And use the we need a black source. The alternative would be to use this, get like red white, and then just try to find something like that I need. That might be better than getting 5 types right now. So I want Elegant Parlor, I want Hedge Maze. I don't know, Elegant Parlor, I guess. I just should have waited for his dash to do the dashy thing. Okay, my own Ragavan. I mean, that keeps me alive, so I think we'll try it. Right, I have the mana to cast it, yeah. I say I'm dead to Bolt, but... Okay, so we can go red, green, Tribal Flames. If he has stub, does not. Play Ragavan, cast. Hopefully he doesn't have Bolt. I just lose. We're hanging on. Dead to many, many things. That is one of them. Okay, GG. Again, we're on the draw in a mirror match when my opponent had basically a Natan. I'm surprised we lasted this long. Trying to think of sequencing. Maybe I could have... Yeah, I think the bad thing was taking that 2 extra damage. Although it would still kill me here the same. Is what it is. So I think we're just gonna take out all the stubs. That's what I'm gonna do in the mirror. I don't remember how I actually board here, but I think I take out 2 brawlers and then maybe like all the stubs, because like Bolt, Brawler, bad. And then I think I'm just gonna bring in a bunch of removal. Maybe I'm gonna do something like this. Bring in I want planes. No, I don't. Well, I mean, I could want planes. It's a life total pressuring matchup, but I think I do want Tear Asunder, and I think I want Prismatic Ending for like Kavu and stuff. I want Rest in Peace. I don't really want Teferi, and I don't think I want Repulsive Mutation. I mean, maybe Repulsive Mutation is good because it's also like a pump spell, so I can potentially like, blow my opponent out. But I don't really like counters in this matchup. I think I probably want planes because I think the life total is more important. Although it's like close, I guess, than Elegant Parlor. But I think the question is whether I want Repulsive Mutation or do I just want Brawler and just say like, hey, whatever, my Brawler dies to Bolt, I'll be sad, or dies to Nacatl, I'll be sad. And then that's better than Repulsive Mutation, right? Because what do I need to counter here? Like a Tribal Flames, Bolt. I mean, I think I should play the Brawlers, although close. Maybe I do want 2 stubs. I don't know, something like this. Just threats and answers. This is a little different than how I normally sideboard. I just am trying some stuff out, you know. See. Let's play first. Turn 1 Ragavan's probably good enough in this matchup on the play. I think we'll keep. Hopefully he doesn't have Guildpact, but if he does, I at least have Ragavan. I have Tear Asunder too, actually. He's got it. I just want to get Sacred Foundry with Flooded Strand. Go from there. Okay, doesn't have it. I just bolt my Ragavan. That's fine. I'll accept it. Play his own Ragavan. Then I can bind it and then attack. Just trying to think I'm not going to mess this sequencing up here. He kept 7, so he probably just has Bolt in hand. Plays Nacatl. I'm probably going to bind it. Ragavan's very good in this matchup. In the mirror. If he lets me do anything. Go Bolt. Yep. Yeah, I think we just have to run our threats here, honestly. Doesn't feel amazing if you just like Tribal Flames my Kavu, but that's what I got, so... And I think I just shock this in now. Like if his hand's just all removal, then it just lines up well. I only have 2 threats right now, but I have a lot of removal, so maybe he just plays his own threat here, hopefully. See what he does. Notice that Zoo's much more popular now, like one of the top 3 decks in terms of, I think, percentages online, so there's gonna be a lot more mirror matches, so I actually have to like think for it. Whereas like there was a period of time where I was playing Zoo a lot and I almost never played a mirror match. I would say I would go like weeks without playing one. Now that's much less likely. If he just plays like his own Kavu, then I'm in good shape. His own Kavu. Cool. We could loot this land, but we're probably more likely to just make my Kavu a 5/5 and then go from there, maybe. What would we loot into that would matter? Like I give him the chance to chomp here. I mean, do I want to shock again? Am I really playing that recklessly? Or yeah, I guess I should attack first to see if he was gonna block. Kind of like my hand. But I can't give him a chance to attack with his Kavu, so yeah, I guess I did sequence this kind of poorly. Yeah, I should have just attacked. No, I should have played the fetch, attacked first, see if he blocked, and I could crack the fetch. Although I don't think he's gonna block. Also, my hand is good, so what is what it is. And I think I just have to guard my life total here. I have so many removal spells that I just do this. I bind, lights tapped out, and then we go from here. And bluff that I have stub, even though it's not even in my deck. I think this was better than shocking again. I mean, I could have, but you know, maybe just apply pressure. I'm just worried in the mirror when he could just have a bunch of burn in hand. Kills my Kavu, it's not the end of the world. Mysterious. He probably has a removal spell for Kavu. Not that big a deal. I don't really want to loot anything. So what could I do here? I mean, that's fine, but now he can have stub turned on. Which is kind of annoying. That's just fine. Right, because now he can have stub turned on. So I could bind his Kavu and he could have stub again. Now that makes it much better, though. So I think we want to hold up. I don't know what he would have in hand that could kill this. Like bind again, but I have my own binding. And my hand's still good. I could discard Brawler, but I don't know, my hand's kind of good. Mind it. Wants to block, go ahead. Be my guest. We'll just exile. Hold on my hand. I'm in a good position. Don't really need to do anything crazy. Gonna take 5. Sure. So he's like very close to dead. Obviously, he can still have his... So I could try to bind now. He's going to stub it. I don't think I'm going to bother. I'll just wait. I'm in a good position. I think he has stub in hand anyway. Now he has to have a way to deal with Scion. So binding plus stub. All right, we got there. So obviously, he played draw dependent quite a bit. My opponent's hand was not that good. I think he had stub in. I think not having stub is correct. And just focus on removal. And obviously on the draw, I want more removal, but I don't think I want to play Teferi. Teferi's not impactful enough in this matchup. And I don't think Mutation is where I want to be at either. And I don't think Force... I mean, I could play Force of Vigor on the draw especially. Like, maybe that's better than 2 Brawlers. But do I have enough green sources to support it? Like, the problem is it's going to be hard to target 2 things. Like, what am I worried about? Like, he has exactly 12 cards I could hit with Force of Vigor. Maybe it's overkill. I'm on the draw, though. I kind of want to try it. Maybe it's better to just, like, cut a couple Nacatl on the draw, though. I'm going to try it. It'll be obvious when I lose Jegantha, I'm doing something, but do I really need Jegantha? Maybe in the mirror I do. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see. See how I feel. Okay, we have Guildpact plus Ragavan. I think there's a keep plus Bolt. We don't have Scion yet, but that's okay. So annoyingly don't have any don't have any fetches or basics, so we have to like shock still, which is like usually this is supposed to save me life total. Doesn't really seem to be doing that. Shit, Windswept Heath. Gonna play. If it's Nacatl, do I care about it? Yeah, I probably do. Looks like a Nacatl. Like, I'm just trying to think of how I'm gonna keep up with this, right? Because I could play my own Nacatl. It's gonna be big enough. I guess I just have to bolt it. So maybe I should just play this, tap. He blows this up. I have no lands. A little annoying, but I won't take any damage this turn. This is fine. Again, I'm trying to not... Hopefully Guildpact, the difference here is that he has to fetch shock every turn, and I'm hoping to not have to really do that much. We'll see, though. So, like, he's gonna be at 14, I'm gonna be at 20. And this matchup's very much about life totals. Fortunately, I don't have a second rule spell here. So if he has Kavu and then he goes like Scion next turn, I'm kind of in trouble. But Kavu's also a 5/5, which is nice. Tear Asunder. I guess he could blow up. I guess his way to blow me out is to... I could just also double spell with Nacatl plus Ragavan and just like ignore his Kavu. Because the problem with playing Kavu, I feel like, is if he has exactly binding in hand, then he can bind the Guildpact in response to my block of my Kavu on his Kavu. And maybe I'm just not going to block, though, and be like, oh, I'll take 5. I don't care. What are you going to do? Maybe I just play Wild Nacatl plus Ragavan. That'd be right. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I think this is a fine line, though. I'm at 18. He's at 14. Obviously, he can start attacking, but then he's going to have to take a hit from a Ragavan or a Nacatl, which I don't think he wants to do. He can play Scion. I can Tear Asunder it and then swing for 5. I could also double block here, but that'd be stupid. If he discards to draw to find another land. He discards a Guildpact. Okay. So he's going to play something that can block a Ragavan, presumably. So that means he didn't have another land in hand, so he's trying to find a 3rd land to get a 5th type. This is better than playing Kavu. He's just going to play a Okay, sure. Right now, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. Let's attack first. At 11. So I guess what I have to think about here is, am I going to play a Kavu and then like he has binding, binds the Guildpact, makes my Kavu a 4/4, and then kills it? He would have to have exactly land plus binding in 3 cards, which he might have. I could take the 4. I could just take the damage because I'm so far ahead and just basically be like, I'm going to play Hedge Maze and then see what's on top. And then I'm just going to play Kavu and go from there. And like, if he wants to attack, he can attack. I'm like winning this race. I try that out, actually. See what we got on top, though. Let's put that in the graveyard. Like, I don't think I'm going to block here. He can attack. He can do whatever he wants. I guess he could just like Tribal Flames it and then keep trying to race me. But I don't know, it is what it is. There's his 5th type. Sure. So maybe he's going to now bind. Shocks. He gets Scion. Oh man, that's risky to shock here. Sure. We'll Tear Asunder this. Is he gonna attack now? Is he greedy enough to attack? Okay. So do I Tear Asunder the Scion or do I Tear Asunder the... I think I Tear Asunder the Scion. I guess I just kill him, right? So I go Breeding Pool. He has Jegantha, so he can't have anything else. Pay 2 life. Go make sure I have Tear Asunder green plus green. Tear Asunder. Red. Tribal Flames. Okay. And then I attack with my 3/3 Kavu and win the game. My opponent conceded. Okay, we got there. Maybe. Or my MTGO just crashed, which would be really disappointing because I'm about to win. All right, we got there. Cool, mirror, exciting stuff. Again, still notably have not assembled the Scion plus Guildpact combo, but I will note that Guildpact alone there did probably make the difference in that matchup. Because I had Guildpact in game 1 it definitely did for him, and then game 2, 3, it saved me probably 6 life at least compared to what he was doing. And so he started basically the game at, turn 2 he's at 14, I was at 20. In a game that's like we're just racing each other trying to press your life total, like that's huge, and that's ultimately one. Oh, I'm playing against Young Dingo. He's a famous streamer. Tell him huge fan. All right, cool. All right, I think this hand's probably keep. I'm gonna play, and we have Nacatl into Kavu, so I think we just keep. Sequencing though, so we could do something like I don't know what I'm up against. We could go green black, but I do have Stubborn Dial in hand. Like we could potentially try to go green black and then red blue. Also go green blue. We also go green white. I guess just probably green blue. Like what's he have for 1 mana? Like a lava dart or something. Like I guess if I'm doing that though, I might as well just go. No, I think I'm supposed to just go green blue and then red white. I can potentially double spell next turn with bolt plus. Yeah, I think we're supposed. Let's not get too cute here. And then we're save the Windswept Heath. The reason I'm doing this sequence, I'm saving the Windswept Heath for I have to get Overgrown Tomb. But I'm gonna play my 1/1 Nacatl. Feel great about it. And Nacatl go. Ragavan Triome. Feels like I'm smelling a Ren 6. Could try a stub Ren 6. Wait, Ragavan Triome, that's probably like I think I'm just gonna play my threats out. So I was like, what is this? Probably like control. I'm just gonna play this Sacred Foundry. Hopefully he's not like some kind of burn deck. So I could try to go Savai Triome and then hold up something, but I was like, nah, it's not worth it because he could just be a control deck. So I'm just gonna jam. And like he can Prismatic Ending, he can do whatever. I'll live with it. Jam and pray. My first thought is obviously he can be a million different decks. My first thought was control, but he could be like Heliod, I guess, or something. I don't really know. We'll see. He could be creativity, but I don't think they're playing Ragavan. He's creativity, I don't care. He's gets a Ren 6. Oh no. Is it Zoo? Is it Zoo with a weird mana base? Binding. Okay. I'd like a land, please. In the land waiting room. Not a land. Okay. I have a feeling he's just gonna play Teferi, so I kinda want to stub it. If he doesn't play anything, then I'll just keep hitting him with Nacatl. And if he doesn't play anything, I can also get binding back. Or get the thing back. Get the thing with the stuff back. So do I think he's playing Stubborn Denial in his deck? Maybe. Like, do I just want to bind this? And let's see. It's really bad if he has a. How is it bad actually? Right. So let's just say he has a counter. Like, what if I just went to bind get my Kavu back right now, and then next turn I could, if I get a land, I could Tribal Flames plus hold up stub. Is this like too greedy? I think it's good. This is fine. Like, what is he gonna play next? I think it's fine. I think I'd rather get my Kavu back now. I'm getting too cute here. Bit of Force Negation, I guess. Land. And we're just supposed to like just bolt him out here. Do I own it? My hand's still kind of good. Maybe I should just get rid of the sign at this point though. Sign's good, but any other land is a threat. But that is indeed a land, but not really one I wanted. 6. So we can't double bolt him, notably, but we'll see what he does. So obviously I had a decision point with that sequencing. Like I could have done a lot of different things. I could have, oh man, he's doing Shadowy Backstreet. Oh, maybe he's just Goryo's deck, and I'm just like dead now. Like, I don't know. Like, Goryo's like he's about to like discard plus do it, and I'm just dead. I guess that's what he's doing. I guess the Traxa. Is this it? Am I dead? They have Goryo's in hand. Damn. If I got a red source, I could have won this. Is he gonna Ephemerate Solitude? Yeah. If I draw a red source, I can still win. Red source. Red source. Okay. I mean, this deck's hard to deal with, but do I regret my lines? Not really. Give me a red source, please. Not like that. It's annoying. So I guess we got Elegant Parlor first. Okay, we're gonna definitely put that into the graveyard. And I guess we have to bolt this now. He could have a second Ephemerate in hand. Should I wait till he targets with Ephemerate? Like that's upkeep. He could have a counter, but I guess I have stub. He could play another. No, we're just gonna do this. At this point, I have to do it this way. He's one card in hand though. I asked for a red source and I got a red source, so that's on me. Hopefully, he just doesn't draw Goryo's Vengeance and I lose. Okay, good start. Oh no, it costs 4. All right, I still have to play it. Like if he just has Goryo's, then I just lose anyway. So we accept that fate. I would like to play. I would like to pay. It's like he's F6 anyway. I did. Okay, we're not dead yet. So now we dash Ragavan. See what he does. Not misclick here, notably. Secret to success. To not misclick. All right, we got there. Against the Goryo's with Scion in it. Okay, so now we gotta think about how the hell we're gonna board with this, huh? I guess this is a Repulsive Mutation matchup. I don't fucking know. I don't know if Reprieve is really good in this. Repulsive Mutation is. I guess we want Tear Asunder. It's kind of awkward. What do we want? Rest in Peace. Let's think about this for a second. We want Rest in Peace. Do we want Teferi? I guess this is kind of like, are we doing Teferi or not here? Are we doing Repulsive Mutation? What the hell are we cutting? Are we doing Tear Asunder because it's just of Scion and Guildpact? That's 8 cards. Tear Asunder's not so great in that situation. We do have bolts. Like what's dude, I don't know what the hell I need to cut here. Like maybe I don't even need mutation and I just like try to yes, I think I'd need bolt. Like maybe Prismatic Ending is actively bad. Tear Asunder can be okay only against like the exact thing. I think Force of Vigor is even narrower. I don't know if he's playing Binding. I guess he could be playing Binding. So I would do Tear Asunder. I don't know. Do I play Teferi? Like I don't know how to fit it though. Is the problem. Like what am I really cutting here on the draw? Ragavan or 2? Like what the fuck am I doing with this sideboard strategy? I have no idea. Maybe Stub's not good, but it stops Goryos and that's it. Am I fighting his combo another way? Am I trying to play Repulsive Mutation instead? Dude, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Maybe call Tribal Flames just because, you know, whatever. I guess these kill Scion too. I don't know. We'll try this. I'm just kind of, I haven't really played this matchup that much. I mean, I have actually, but I'm kind of uncertain about my sideboard plan here. I have Rest in Peace and normally I don't have that. Maybe that's a bad card though. And maybe it's like Teferi is better because Teferi can like bounce Guildpact. But is it slow on the draw because I need 3 mana and I'm bringing Tear Asunder? Is it better than Tear Asunder? I don't know. Put in the comments what you guys think. I think there's a lot of different ways to fight this matchup and I don't exactly know the best one. I don't even know if Rest in Peace is good. So Ephemerate. I think this hand gets destroyed by their combo. Does it have Stub? So I mulligan a full hand, fair hand against a deck with Grief Ephemerate. I don't know. This seems really bad against specifically their combo hands. And also bad against their Scion hands. And also doesn't have a removal spell, but I don't... This is too bad. I don't know. We'll try it. Classic. I don't think they're playing Bowmaster anymore. They used to in these kind of builds. Okay, luckily he doesn't have Guildpact either, so that's kind of exciting. Oh, perfect, just in time. Let's see. I can go green, white, red, blue, just to be able to double spell and hold up Stub next turn. I don't hate it. So now I can play Nacatl and hold up Stub next turn. I don't like my plan right here. And I can potentially Stub like a turn 3 Teferi or something. I don't know what the hell this deck's doing, honestly. I'll just be dead too. I feel like I need to stub the... I gotta throw on board, so let's just see what we can do here. Obviously, he might be waiting for me to overextend, which I'm probably not going to overextend if I don't need to. Like, this is, like, very suspicious, right? Right, I do want red source, though. Again, he could just have, like, Solitude plus something else. Be kind of annoying. Like, if he just goes Ephemerate Solitude here, I can stub it, but it's not really that great. What am I doing next turn, though? Like, if he just Solitudes plus Ephemerates it, I'm in, like, the same boat, right? Because he could just then rebound it the following turn. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think. He goes Solitude plus Ephemerate, kills one of them. I can't really do anything else. I can just pass. Close, though, I suppose. I have a threat on board. I mean, he might just kill me turn 3. I don't know. It depends if this deck's a little tricky because it's like, am I playing around the Solitude blowout? Am I playing? I mean, he didn't have anything turn 1 or turn 2, which leads me to believe he had like Solitude plus Ephemerate. He's just waiting for me to do something. Sure. I think he's playing Teferi. Maybe he is. Sure. Just keep attacking you. Tear Asunder is interesting. Okay. I could just Tear Asunder this right away. Doesn't really get me anywhere, though. It kind of does, actually. This is fine. So I think he still has a Solitude in hand. See what we got here. Savai Triome, I think it's pretty bad. I mean, you can see 5 types, but Guildpact also gives me 5 types. I kind of feel like I need a removal spell or something. But this would allow me to play Scion of Draco. But it's a tap land. It's kind of awkward, huh? I think we'll put it in the graveyard. It's close, though. Again, we're like dead at any time to anything. But it is what it is. Yeah, so you get Teferi. Okay. So now what are you going to Teferi bounce? Okay. And again, now, I mean, maybe he just outplayed me there. But I think it was still fine. I wanted to apply pressure. Like, if he has a Solitude Ephemerate, then he has Solitude Ephemerate. Like, at this point, I can't really play around it, huh? Play land, play Nacatl, play another Nacatl, and go from here. So, maybe Stub's not good in this matchup. Do I want a 5th type, or do I want to just surveil? I feel like almost certainly he's got Solitude in hand. 5th type gives me Scion. Oh, wait, I already discarded a thing, so we're going to do Elegant. Oh, I guess I could do... Care about Scion at this point? I think we'll graveyard that. Yeah, I should have gotten a 5th type, and not gotten too cute here. I'm gonna kill Teferi because I have Stub in hand. He just has another Teferi, but wait, let's be smart here. Need to do Brawler or Kavu. Okay, if that's what he's doing, then whatever, man. I mean, again, we can't really play around blowouts anymore. If Solitude Ephemerate, if he's got it, he's got it. I have to accept this, my fate. Just kind of the way this game goes. I had to be a little careful to play around it, but now I can't really any way. Like, you could just Solitude me, or he might just have the Goryos now. Purge. Okay, looking better for me now. Doesn't want to attack. Why not? So yeah, maybe me getting the 5th type would have been better, honestly. 8. I just want to play, like, he could have a second. I guess it's really annoying if he has a second subtlety. I don't know, maybe, yeah, I think I should have just gotten the 5th type there and should have jammed Scion earlier. I'm just like giving him a chance to get back in this game. I just have to win now. Another Teferi. Okay, and now does he have Scion? Is that what he's trying to assemble here? It is, then I'm gonna stub this. You already play land this turn. I'm wrong. I guess you go land plus something. Play Scion. Okay. Makes things a little interesting, I suppose. All right. We're doing okay. He's at 2 life. Binding could be useful. Yeah, I'm just regretting not getting 5th types. I got a little greedy with like trying to surveil and shit. Like I should have just played the Overgrown Tomb. Bone shards. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's Goryos now. Yep. So he has 1 card in hand. If it's Ephemerate, guys, I guess if I bind this, he can just Ephemerate and get it back. How do I win this? Right. So, if I bind Guildpact, doesn't do anything. So I can like bind this and then he can unbind it. So he could get another binding, and then I think I still have to do that though, right? I guess I give myself outs as like top deck bolt and shit like that. Here, I mean, say I have exactly Ephemerate in hand, then it'll be annoying, but get exactly Ephemerate in hand. Oh my god, sweet. All right, well at least he can't attack with it. He can draw a million cards, but he's still dead to top deck bolt. That was brutal. That he had to have exactly that in hand. So I could have waited, but so now I could exile Atraxa, or I could exile the Guildpact. And what will exiling Guildpact accomplish though? Not a whole lot, huh? Oh, never mind. I can't exile anything with binding. I mean, I'm probably dead, but if I top deck a burn spell, it might be over. I mean, he doesn't have anything to stop me or to gain life. He has Scion of Draco, but he can't attack. I could have bind the Guildpact, I guess. So he's gonna like Ephemerate to grief again. If I have a bolt. If I top deck a bolt or Tribal Flames, I win. Not, then I lose. That is the game. Yep. So does he have the gain 2 life thing? No, he doesn't. So he's dead to bolt a burn spell. Okay. Could I have played this better? Maybe. I don't know. I think this matchup's hard. You'd have exactly that in hand. Yep. GG. Maybe Tear Asunder's not good. I don't know. It seemed pretty good there, though. Like, you know, just bring in more removal. Maybe I should have. I don't think he's playing Bolt, so maybe I should just. What did I take out? Run Rest in Peace. I got 2 Tribal Flames. I mean, that was bad. Tear Asunder. I mean, I want Ragavan on the play. Yes, Solitude. I don't know what the fuck I want here. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know if Rest in Peace is actually good or Tear Asunder is actually good or what it is. Like, is Tear Asunder better than Tribal Flames? I don't know. Kills Guildpact. So it's binding, but you can get Guildpact back. I don't know. Maybe I just don't sideboard. Bring in 2 Rest in Peace and then cut, like, I think Bolt is still important. Maybe Stub is just bad. Like, it hits Goryos exactly, but it also has so many creatures and shit. This is crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I don't even want Stub and I should just have Tear Asunder. He has Teferi though. That alone makes like Stub decent. I don't know. I don't know how to board for this matchup. Can't decide. So many different directions I could go. I think he doesn't have a lot of ways to gain life, so I do actually believe the burn spells are good. All right, we'll see. I mean, let's just hope he doesn't have a stupid combo. We'll keep. Yeah. Ragavan, go. Ragavan. Ragavan, lead me to the promised land. And I don't know if cutting permission was right. I have no idea. This is a combo deck. I guess it's a combo deck, but it also has a creature-based combo deck, so it's like permission isn't always amazing. Who knows? If you have Solitude. If you have Solitude, I will play something else. Sweet. Notably, no Zaggal's Triumph in the deck, so I can't play Scion from him, which is pretty brutal, actually. And this is like the first time I've ever done something like this and wanted to play. I could have played a Scion. It's okay, though. That will do this. So I don't think he has a Solitude. I don't think you take that hit if he has Solitude in hand. I have a Bolt. Okay. Best of luck to you, opponent. This is your game plan. Pivot into Kavu. Maybe add it in this deck the whole time. But I'll show you what I got in my deck. So we need green, blue. Got a lot of red cards in hand. Maybe I could have waited to attack because I could have looted, but I kind of like my hand. I guess I could loot the Ragavan. Yeah, let's loot the second Ragavan. Let's think. So I could get Hedge Maze here and know what's on top. But then I can't. What am I actually going to do? Play Brawler, hold up Bolt? Do I need Shock here at all? No, wait, I have to play Tribal Flame. So I guess like if I shock in Breeding Pool, I can play Brawler plus so I'm in Tribal Flames the Kavu, attack for 1,000,000. I want to hold up Bolt, so I can't play Brawler anyway, regardless of what I do. So I guess we Hedge Maze this. So we got on top. It's a land, I'll bin it. Stub. Kind of keep that up here, I think. And we'll loot the Ragavan. I think this is the correct line. Oh, I forgot the second treasure. So we would have had enough if we shocked in, but we wouldn't have gotten the Surveil. I think the Surveil is probably worth more. Could be wrong. And we'll get the card that... Yeah, so we could have played another threat. Still think we're doing pretty well, though. We could play another Kavu, but I think I'd rather just hold up Stub and Bolt. Okay, my opponent's doing something. This is fine. Just stub this, but like I think he's just going to Solitude Ephemerate. But I guess I could have just stubbed that to not let him draw cards. All right, I think we got him. Could be wrong. I don't think I even need to loot anything. Could loot away the Flooded Strand to try to find something more. Like maybe he does have Solitude in hand. He would have already used it though. I guess we'll loot away Flooded Strand. Not really do anything for me, and I have like unlimited mana. So I guess he could have Solitude, and I'm not dead. Or I mean, he's not dead. Elegant Parlor, okay, not bad. That's that one. See what's on top. I think he plays Force Negation. I'd graveyard this. He could have like some crazy like Solitude, Ephemerate something. I don't think he has anything. Maybe I'm just slow rolling this. And in case he does have Force Negation, I'll just upkeep do this. Oh, he doesn't have mana up for it, but all right, we got there against this scary matchup. Ragavan turn 1 wins the game. I saw some people cut Ragavan, stuff like that. I think he's just so good. I mean, I guess he didn't really draw me any extra cards, but he did just give me extra mana. And I could have like used, like I could have actually cast Scion if I had Zagloth Triome in the deck, which I didn't. But I could have also cast the Kavu, but I think what I did was more correct. So, you know, he's playing the just jam zoo in Goryo's Vengeance, do everything kind of deck. So I think he's only playing 2 Solitudes. So maybe that's also something I should have considered. Like maybe I shouldn't have played around the Solitude blowout because of his. I think most lists I saw are only playing 2 Solitude in that because they have to make room for all other domain stuff. All right, but we're 3-0 on to round 4. Back for round 4. We're on the draw with a slower hand. Notably, I do not know my opponent's on. Normally, I would probably keep this hand, but I'm just really worried on the draw that this will just any deck's gonna like run me over with my double Scion, double Tribal Flames hand. Like it's good, but I really like to have a 1-drop or 1 mana removal spell or something. This hand's much better. So we can go turn 1 Hedge Maze, and then what are we cutting? Maybe the Tribal Flames. I don't know the matchup. Maybe the stub. Now let's go with Tribal Flames, but it's close. Again, I know matchup, so my opponent is in his upkeep. See what he does here. Seiju Amulet of Vigor. Okay, this is indeed a problem. So we can Hedge Maze, but then we can't hold stub, but I don't know, he's got a million mana no matter what, so do not have an answer right now, but we'll try to find an answer. And so now I could shock in the Steam Vent. It's going to be really obvious I have anything. I don't think there's anything worth stubbing, so I think I just need to dig for a Binding or something to deal with that. Oh, another Tribal Flames. I mean, he could go Dryad, and Tribal Flames could be good to just kill the Dryad, but he's just like building towards Titan. I think I keep though. I think I have it. I think if he plays Dryad, I can kill it and pray. I don't have any pressure, but I mean, you know, on the draw against turn 1 Amulet, whatever, it could have been worse. See what else he does here. Map, okay, not that scary. So is he gonna try to like go off next turn? Confusing. He's waiting for me to tap out, but I was already tapped out. Okay, so this needs to give me black mana. This needs to give me a Savai Triome. And we'll see if I'm just like screwed here, but play my 3/3 Kavu. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? He played map. So I guess maybe he just wants to like go off now. Look at my dead on turn 3. I think so. He didn't play a land drop that turn. So he must have just high rolled and kept like a strong hand and then is waiting to get the bounce land or any land. Okay. Now we're in good shape. Methinks. Because now I'll have stub up. So now we can just like start pouring it on. All right. So this gives me 4 types. It doesn't give me 5, but it does allow me to hold up stub. And is that something that's going to be worthwhile? Or do I just say, hey, screw it? Like, can you go like land, bounce land, crack the map, get another bounce land, do some crazy shit, and maybe, or do I just say force him to have it? No, I think it's better to just do this. I think I just go crack this to get Savai Triome, attack and loot away the Sacred Foundry, play Brawler, and then just hope my opponent keeps breaking. Gonna be my strategy here. Okay, not that great, but it is what it is. 15, so they're dead next turn unless they start doing things. Which is, you know, Titan can kill me out of nowhere, so we'll see. Maybe I can just have luck on my side and have him break one more time. Okay, that is not... that is a card. I guess it's technically a blocker. Interesting. Okay, so now we just win? Question mark. So we just go Bolt, Razor, attack for 1,000,000, attack with all creatures, discard Nacatl. Want that land to be able to hold up stub, just in case. I guess he doesn't really have like Dismember in his deck. I guess this is kind of overkill. So now we have everything, huh? No need to crack this yet, because I do have Breeding Pool still in my deck. And we just do this, and my opponent's dead. Okay, well, he just bricked on lands. This wasn't much of a game, but he also kind of high rolled with a hand that probably had all his stuff except for having bounce land. So that's nice. Nice to get a win against Amulet. Game 1. Push board, maybe this improves. Matchup improves. I have to look at how to board for this. I think I'd take out all the bolts. Bolt's pretty not good, although it was good there, but not really where we want to be at. I don't think any planes in here. So let's get the endings. Let's get, I guess, just these 6. Oh, I actually wanted to try Repulsive Mutation too, but now I have to decide what the hell I'm going to cut for it. It's just too slow in the draw too. So let's cut the bolts. I think I was going to cut a couple Ragavans. Maybe that's not good though. Maybe like 1 stub because I'm bringing Mutation. And I think I like the Tribal Flames. I kind of want to look at my sideboard guide to remember how I sideboard, but sometimes it's nice to like have a fresh look at things. Is Guildpact good in this matchup? I don't think so. I think I cut Guildpact. it seems like it'd be really good because you're like, I gain a bunch of life, but then they still kill you anyway. So plus they have so many ways to deal with it that I'm just kind of like, I think this is fine. We have some extra removal. I think you could argue to cut on Ragavans a little bit, but I don't know. Force of Vigor, like I don't want to cut any green cards other than what I already did, but I'm bringing in more green cards. So let's try this out. Again, things are in flux a little bit. We have different sideboards, so we're trying out some different things. Could be correct to cut things differently. Could be correct to leave Guildpact in, but I think in my sideboard guide, I drafted it up as taking Guildpact out for this Tron and maybe Living End. And, you know, like this, they'll just combo kill you anyway. And your life total usually doesn't matter that much. All right, so this is a hand that looks really good, but does nothing against turn 1 Amulet. So I think on the draw, I want something better. And if they go Grazer turn 1, then that just feels bad. And I said I wanted something better. Like, this really isn't that much better. But do I want to go to 5? And it's a keepable hand. But my sequencing is all bad. Like, he's just going to run me over here. I think we have to... this feels so bad, right? Because, like, this card's really bad on the draw, is what I'm realizing. And, yeah, and I can't even play this turn 1. So it's like, whatever. I'm not going to do anything turn 1. So I'm playing my Hedge Maze tapped. And what the fuck am I doing turn 2? Playing a Kavu and then losing? Yeah, go to 5. I'm just trying to find something to kill an Amulet. All right, we got it. We're in. Back Scion. Back Mutation, maybe? Like, are we ever going to cast this? And this will give us a look at to try to find a land. I guess we need a green card, though. So Binding is good, too, though. Like, are we going to pitch 2? We're going to mold to 5 and pitch 2 cards. Maybe we get rid of Force of Vigor. But I feel like I'm going to need it. I feel like I'm going to need this. And maybe it's Ragavan, then. All right, let's give it a shot. Don't feel amazing. Don't feel amazing, but, you know, it is what it is. We'll have a couple looks at getting a land. Second land. Okay, no Amulet. That's exciting. There's Grazer turn 1. Sure. Sure. Again, I'm unsure of my strategy in this matchup. What I should really be doing. Now maybe we can get like a Dryad plus an Amulet. That'd be so amazing. I don't think he's going to overcommit like that, though. We'll see. We'll see. We're trying out some different things. Prismatic Ending is cool. All right. Hedge Maze. Lead us to a second land. Yeah, it's not a second land, so it goes in the graveyard. It goes in the graveyard. All right, now. I've applied no pressure. That's okay, though. Maybe. I mean, playing a Ragavan turn 1 wouldn't have done anything anyway. Second Grazer. Oh, man, he's ramping just into Natty Titan. But boy, do we have an answer for Natty Titan. It's Repulsive Mutation, if I can ever get a second land. Expedition map. Okay. So, he's got 4 mana. Map for something. Destroy the map. Well, I missed the window to destroy the map. Also, don't have anything going on. Maybe I should destroy the map here because he's going to map for the land he needs. And then, I don't know. Not really doing anything. Yeah, I could have destroyed the map. That might have been smart, actually. I don't have anything going. This is a bad hand to keep, but even a regular hand to... My other hands were normal, but I guess maybe it would have been better against this. I'm not playing any pressure. My opponent doesn't have to do anything. Missed a land drop. You can just wait to go off. And I'm going to have to like tap out to play Kavu, and then he'll just like play Titan, and I'll lose. Maybe. Maybe he plays Dryad here, and I can kill both. 2 mana. Crack the map. Crack El Mapo. Cracks the map. Let's see if I get punished for not Force of Vigoring it last turn. I felt like I had so many ways to deal with it. If I drew a land, I could just Prismatic Endinged it. But I mean, I kept a 1-lander that wasn't that good. It's got Force of Vigor, but maybe I just overvalued that in this matchup. Like, it would have been good against his explosive hands. Instead, he kept a 7 that was like this. And maybe I just underestimate Titan players. But like, if his hand was like last game, then I would have won. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe still win. Radiant Fountain. That's what you're getting. Sure. You're going to bounce the Radiant Fountain a million times. Now you just have Titan, which I can't really stop. Though I can bind it, I guess, but that's not that great. So you can go... He has 5 mana. So you can just play Radiant Fountain, Hardcast Titan. Okay, we got a land. What does this do for us, though? Not much. Like, we hover... he's going to get Titan down and probably just going to lose, huh? But we will try. We will play our 3/3 Kavu. Yeah, it's kind of weird he had... Maybe he's just playing around Force of Vigor because he saw no Jegantha. But I'm like, I don't know. It seems kind of like a weird move. I'm wrong. He gives me 1 turn. I can Repulsive Mutation stuff. But I don't think he's going to give me 1 turn. Need to hit a land drop. Turn 2. That would have been nice. Or turn 1. Yep. Binding for Titan. I can Repulsive Mutation, maybe. I mean, you just keep bouncing Radiant Fountain, but he doesn't have more land drops. Oh, man. Okay, he's really going for it now. It's a Titan. Am I dead? TBD. Probably, though. Pretty much a non-game here. Pretty much a non-game. Yeah, so I guess I just went natty without any Amulet, and now I just lose on turn 4 anyway. Maybe I should have just kept one of the fair hands, and, like, maybe had a shot, but I'm not gonna... I wouldn't have killed him by now. Anyway, with what those hands had. I don't know. He doesn't have Besaju, seemingly. It's a pay pack next turn. White mana? White source? Okay. What do we have? 4 types now? Okay. Isn't terrible. And it is kind of terrible, actually. All right, we put this in. So he could have Besaju in hand. He already played a Besaju. So he could bounce like Besaju back to hand. And then, right, because he has he would have to have another bounce land in hand. We could also try to attack and see if he blocks. I mean, I guess we attack anyway. Like if he blocks the Titan, I just kill it. And then just be happy with that. I don't think he will. I guess we can discard to draw too. Prismatic Ending, probably. Discard. I mean, that could be useful. I don't think he blocks here unless he just has a second Titan in hand. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Blocks like that, yeah. So we'll have to pay 4, and then he can bounce Boseiju to hand. So we're just like, wait, I guess. I don't know. I've done no damage to him. He's at 22 life. He's going to just keep gaining life from that stupid Radiant Fountain deck. Yeah. Technically, I could bind him right now, but he just bounce Boseiju back to hand and then replay Titan. I don't have enough mana to... I don't have that mana to be able to bind, and then... I guess that wouldn't do anything anyway. Yeah. Just paying 4. He doesn't lose the game. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. He gains more life. Gonna be hard to kill him. 1 ring. Okay, so we could Repulsive Mutation this, and then he's gonna get a Primeval Titan back. He'll attack for 6. We could let this resolve, Tear Asunder it when he taps it. That's fine. I don't know. It's close. So I could Tear Asunder this right now. He attacks, gets 2 more lands, bounces Boseiju back to hand. I don't think I'm gonna do that, right? Because I don't have enough. Yeah. Guess I'll just kill it next turn. I don't know. He's gonna get more triggers, but he's gonna get a trigger from attacking anyway. This buys me a little time, perhaps. This was fine. Right, he can get another bounce land. Land. All right, so we can loot away something in my hand. Maybe it is the Ragavan to try find a land to be able to Tear Asunder plus hold up mutation. I guess if he just gets another land, he just bounce Boseiju back to hand. I'm not in a great spot. Ragavan's not doing anything in this situation though, but my deck's also not doing anything because I kind of probably shouldn't have mulliganed so low. I was just worried. Stub is, it's not terrible, but not really good either. He just Boseiju. Once he Boseijus me, I'm kind of in trouble, huh? But I guess now I can destroy his ring. Oh, I attacked him. No, I attacked him for the looting. Never mind. I was like, I attacked him for no reason. All right, so now we can Tear Asunder, green, red, and then hold up Stub. Hope that's enough. And like, just hope that he never draws another land, a bounce land. Or we could try to draw another land to kill the Titan. This is fine. He might Pact again. I don't know. We're fighting the fight. I don't think we're gonna win this, but it's possible. He doesn't get another bounce land. Okay, so far so good. Oh, he just got a Boseiju. Okay, guess that's valid. So now what do we need to do? I don't know. We'll get it back, bounce some more things to hands. No, I still have Stub up. I mean, it might be useful. Oh yeah, I get another land from this. Sweet. Check this out. Gonna go Overgrown Tomb. Now I'll have Repulsive Mutation up too. 5 types. 5 types. No, I just need to, I don't know, kill it somehow. No, we're fighting. Maybe we'll get somewhere. I don't think there's a way to give it haste. Like, I thought they got rid of the haste lands. I don't remember, actually. Could be wrong. I guess I could try to Tear Asunder it for 4 once he got the Boseiju back. Maybe I should have saved Tear Asunder. I mean, Force of Vigor was dead, but like I wouldn't, like, he just didn't play Amulet an entire game. I guess that's fine. I didn't have pressure, so he didn't need to. Like, he must have just been playing around the whole game. And he kept a double Grazer hand, which I guess is good against my deck anyway, because it can just block stuff. And Radiant Fountain and all that. No, I think he got the Radiant Fountains. Does he have a second Radiant Fountain? Really thinking about this one. Okay, so I think this is this the one that gives it, like, haste land? Doing something. Question is going to be Stub or Repulsive Mutation. What he does here. Oh, so that's how he hastes. Okay. So now am I dead? Maybe? Can he Valakut me? No, he can't Valakut me. So he did have the haste land. It was Slayer Stronghold. It's the haste one. Yeah. I mean, we didn't have a way to... He resolved Titan and we didn't have a way to apply pressure. So I think, like, that wasn't a good keep. But I don't know if my 7s or 6s would have been good keeps. Maybe in this specific case, like, I was like, oh, I'm like, need a thing that beats his explosive hands. And then he just went Grazer, and then Heartcast Titan. And I stumbled on land drops. So... You know, I don't know that like double Scion would have been that good against the deck with Boseiju, plus like probably Tear Asunder, plus other stuff. I mean, I guess I'll attack with the Kavu, and he just won't do anything. And you just keep returning Radiant Fountains. I mean, he just never played an enchantment or an artifact. Do we want a second Kavu? I feel like we kind of do. We want a Tribal Flames. If we try to take a Bolt, we can kill his Titan. Like, do we want maybe Force of Vigor is just bad now, and as soon as I get rid of Force of Vigor, he's just gonna do something else. He Stub's bad. Like Stub and Mutation are probably good though, but yeah, get rid of Stub here. Pretty close though. He has a billion mana, so actually we can blow him out with Mutation pumping my Kavu. Yeah, I like that. I'm just gonna take this. Yeah. So maybe I guess if he gives it like double strike, then we can't, but we're in an okay spot. So I think we want to play. Do we need to play this land? I guess I can loot it next turn. So we need to go red, green. Wait, we need green and blue in separate mana. Can we not do this? Oh yeah, we can. We just have to do it differently. We just have to do red, green, and old Force of Vigor dying in hand because he just never played an Amulet. Sag. And we're probably dead, right? He just like does some. So plays Dryad and then Valakuts me. If I Repulsive Mutation for it only put 2 counters, so counter unless opponent pays 7. Oh, sorry, I can actually do 3 counters. Counters unless opponent plays 8. So 4, 10. Okay, you can play 8. I'm just dead. Valakut. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm dead anyway. I mean, it's 20. I did nothing this game. I think I even want to show him any of this stuff in my hand. He knows about Force of Vigor, so Was Repulsive Mutation good here? No, it's terrible. But was it because I kept the wrong hand? Maybe I just keep 6 and just be like, oh, it's fine. Figure it out. Just focus on applying pressure. Still don't feel like this matchup's good, but it definitely didn't get better by me doing this. So now I have to chump the Titan plus. So I chump the Titan, kill the Dryad. He's gonna know about Force of Vigor. Probably already knows about Force of Vigor though. I could just concede now. Like, what are the chances I win this, right? So I chump the Titan and then draw what? Like a Bolt. No, I can't chump the Titan though because he's gonna get 2 Valakut triggers. So I would have to use Force of Vigor here. Then he attacks. Then I think the game's over. I'm just gonna concede. Like you'd say I could play my way out of it, but whatever. I could have not attacked with Kavu. Maybe that was better, double. But then I feel like he just gives it, like pumps it a million times. Yeah, maybe I didn't need to attack there. Hey, that was just bad attack, and I'm just an idiot. Possible. I feel like this game was probably lost on my keep decision, where I should have just taken the 7 or the 6, and just he happened to have a hand. Like he just never played an Amulet because he was probably playing around Force of Vigor the whole time. And he's just like, oh, I don't need to do anything because I played a creature and he had a wall of 0-3 blockers. And I missed a, bricked on lands for however many times. Do we want to keep our strategy the same? Probably. Would Reprieve have been better than Mutation? I don't know. I just didn't have a way to... I didn't have a creature on board because I just didn't have enough mana to have a creature on board to be able to just hard counter the Titan. That probably would have won the game. But we didn't quite have it. That sounds pretty bad. I mean, Force Vigor is good, but I can't cast anything. This hand is also really awkward. Do I just play an Elegant Parlor on turn 1? Okay, let's put back Stub. I guess we're going to play Elegant Parlor on turn 1 when I'd rather play Ragavan. Such is life, though. Spell next turn, I suppose. Could have played Nacatl, and then... do we want this? We already have one in our hand. Like, I think we graveyard this to find what exactly? Like, what am I going to do next turn? Find if he just goes... those are, like, tight. I think this is fine. At some point this time, he's going to have to actually do something. I guess I will, too. I got Threat on board. Saga plus Binding plus Amulet. Nice. So here's where, like, Force of Vigor hand would have just won the game right off the bat. So I guess maybe he wasn't playing around Force of Vigor. But now, like, I can bind, and then I still have to deal with the second one, but I'll bind the second one, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, like, just imagine I have Force of Vigor right now. Game over. GG. Blow up his whole thing. He probably would have conceded. I mean, maybe not. I don't have pressure on board yet, but now we have a window to start playing stuff and applying pressure. We can play our Nacatl. Okay, second Saga. Cool, so he's going to try to do the Saga plan here. Okay, opponent. Good luck to you. I think we want Scion here plus Ragavan. Scion plus Nacatl, maybe, because I can dash Ragavan. But I need to get blue. This is awkward, right? Because I'm not going to be able to double spell Binding plus Ragavan next turn. So I still need to get pressure on board, I believe. I guess I can just hold up Binding to hit the other... I just hold up Binding to hit the other Saga, but then it's like, what am I even doing at that point? Like, maybe I just do this. Maybe I just say, hey, I'm just going to go Scion plus Nacatl, and you can do your thing. You can get your Amulet, and I'll just deal with the Titan or whatever. This is a mistake, though. I don't know. Turn 3, I'm playing my first threat, so maybe I was just, like, too reactive here again instead of being proactive. This is the hard part. It's like, I feel like I'm not applying any pressure. Like, you just have Dismember or Besage You or something. Doesn't have green mana yet. Yeah, like, now he just has those things on suspend. So, sure. Right, he'll get his Amulet, and then he'll just be able to go off this turn, like, play One Ring, I guess. I have one Amulet, so... No, he can still play a land drop. So he can play One Ring this turn, which is kind of annoying. Can't really stop it, though. Maybe that's exactly what he's going to play. Yeah, again, like, I think Force of Vigor is the right card, because it would have won this game. But, I just happened to keep it in a game where my opponent did a really weird start, and then my opponent just overcommitted this whole thing. Like, oh my god, dude, Force of Vigor, where are you? So now he can play the same bounce land twice. Doesn't have a bounce land. Does not have a bounce land. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, find this now. The Besage is still annoying, but it is what it is. All right, I think we might be in good shape here. He's at 13, turn clock. He has a million amulets, still have a lot of mana, but if you hardcast Titan, I can counter it. Still needs a bounce land, by the way. Found the bounce land. Okay, looking forward for Repulsive Mutation to shine, potentially. Although he's still not dead, but it will at least hard counter what he's trying to do. Oh man, he's got 6 mana. I wonder what he's going to do with it. Surely you wouldn't do a Summoner's Pact. Okay, so he's tapped out. But the counter's on Nacatl, probably. Wait, it's not. I'm not going to put any counters on anything, so it doesn't matter. All right, we did it. We did the Repulsive Mutation thing. Just screenshot this. But I didn't. One is confused. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, one is devastated. In shambles. Okay. He said, wow, nice. All right. Let's see if we can get through this. If only he had cast Pact there, and then I would have just won. That would have been amazing. See what we hit off the top deck. Oh, baby. right, is he dead yet though? 7 + 2 is 9. He's dead. Let's go. Elite play. Okay, the trick is here that I've learned multiple times is to not misclick and cast Ragavan instead of dashing. All right, well, we got there. Repulsive Mutation obviously looked amazing there. Maybe it's just because my opponent didn't play around it, but he also couldn't really play around it. So there it looked really good. Game 2 looked terrible, but game 2 also, like, Force Vigor would have destroyed him this game if he had done it, had played into it. Dude, I can pack for anything. And damage is happening. Opponents have 4. Obviously good draws at the end there, but it's magic. That's magic. That is magic. All right, we're 4-0. Maybe we can get a trophy. This deck, is it better to not have basic planes? I have no idea. I feel like we've lost a game because we didn't have basic planes, and then won one because we were able to dig for stuff with Elegant Parlor. So I don't know. I don't know what to think. Our top decks have been good, running a little hot. We're 2-1 in a lot of games. So, first game back, first league back in a while. Feels good so far. We'll see if we just get stomped in round 5. It's nice that we're playing, I feel like, the Gambit. We just haven't played Yawgmoth, which maybe we're about to. But, we played Amulet, we played Goryos. I guess we played some weird decks, but that happens in the first 2 rounds of leagues, no matter what. I'm sure my playing isn't super clean. We're getting back into it. Okay, we are back for round 5. See how we do here. I think we keep this. 1-drop, 2-drop, got Guildpact, sweet. No Scion, but that's okay. Save me some life, I suppose. And the Guildpact. Okay, and then do we want to play the Flooded Strand? Or do we want to play the Overgrown Tomb? We'll just play the Flooded Strand for now. I don't know what we're going to need to do. 3-3 Nacatl go. 3-3 Nacatl go. And we'll pass turn. All right. Let's see. On the play. It's always nice to be on the play with the turn 1 Guildpact. Turn 0 Guildpact. Oh no, scam. Interesting. Okay. Maybe he's waiting to kill something. Maybe something else. Seems like scam. Boss plays Rakdos colors. I don't know. Here we go. No. Gonna regret. Oh, Fatal Push. Nice, dude. Maybe against Jund. Pretty cool because he used that on the Nacatl and not on my Brawler. He's got another one in his hand. It could just be against Jund, but it might be scam or something else. Dothy. Okay. So he's gonna try to do some shenanigans here with stealing my cards. So let us attack first, and I'm not gonna let him start stealing stuff. I'm gonna just kill Dothy. You could say it's overkill, you don't need to ignore Dothy, but it's just the risk is too high. He starts doing crazy stuff with him. And I guess you could have Blood Moon or something, so the concern, I suppose. Bolt Dothy, play a Windswept Heath. I guess we can always crack this if he goes Blood Moon. Let's play the Tomb tapped, and life total could matter. So maybe he goes Fable here, which is fine. Okay, so he's going to lose 2 life to take my Trouble Flames. That is fine. This will be annoying if he has Fatal Push too. Okay, so we're out of stuff. Currently out of stuff. We do have Jegantha though. So he has expended his hand to deal with my threats. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting there, I would say. I'm not going to play this land yet. I guess I'll start thinning stuff though. Basic Forest. Grab my Jegantha. Get a basic. Oh, I guess I can. Sorry. Keep forgetting that I could have scryed there. I definitely should have. That was a huge mistake, actually. Keep forgetting I have free scries. I just drew a land when I didn't need to at all. So that was bad. Actively bad. Should remember that. Let's see if he has Shieldred here. Brief. Okay, that's fair. He's just had the answer so far. Yeah, so we could have gotten so many scries from these fetch lands, which we will now start getting. That was stupid, though. I could have just gotten rid of this fucking brick of a Steam Vents. Ugh, big mistake. Big mistake. That's okay, though. Get back into it. Let's get our Elegant Parlor. And let's Surveil. Also upkeep Surveil, too, by the way. No. Graveyard. We will upkeep Surveil if I set an upkeep stop, right? I think that makes sense. Yeah, these Surveils would have been useful earlier, huh? Hedge Maze. Here you are. Stub? No. We'll put that in the graveyard. Okay, so we guarded 2 shit cards. Oh my god. Love it. Alright. Well, he did the mid-range thing. Dug through 3 shit cards. No, I guess 2, right? So Guildpact plus Stub to get a land. It is what it is. Dash Ragavan to really dunk on me. We're still... Nah, Fable. I mean, it's getting tougher now, obviously. Fable makes it really hard, because now he can just, win in 3 turns. We could kill the Grief, maybe. Interesting, I haven't played Scam in a while, but definitely drawing stuff I don't want. But that's, I guess, the name of the game. We could thin more, I guess. Dude. Or we're, wasting 1 point of land life to thin. I guess we'll thin more next turn, I don't know. I think my life total does kind of matter, but, I've just flooded out here, even digging through stuff. So it's unfortunate. Opponent basically 1-for-1 me, and then I just bricked. I guess Grief was the 2-for-1 technically, hard cast, but it was with Jegantha, so that was a free card, But I could have played better, obviously. Now I feel like I can't crack these because I need my life total to be higher. But now we're just gonna lose in 2 turns anyway. Kind of brutal. Kind of brutal. Does have Undying effects. So we're going to call the stubs. Usually what we do. Maybe I shouldn't have bolted Dothy, but I think that was correct. And we have to try, right? So keep the black mana there. Let's go green, red. If he has another removal spell in his hand, give me something, please. Oh, I guess we have every color. I forgot. Guildpact, so he has a removal spell. Spellmaster, just to dunk on me. Yep. Yeah, his draws were just much better than mine. And obviously he looted cards with Fable, but I looted 2 cards as well. So, or surveilled 2 cards. Yeah, now we're just so dead. Well, our luck kind of ran out a little bit. But we could have surveilled a turn earlier, and maybe that would have made a difference. Like, got rid of that steam vents and drawn something. You know, we'll see. But I just ran out of gas and then just never got more gas through dead cards. Now it's over. He seemed to draw better cards than me. Maybe he just outplayed me. Maybe I didn't need to bolt the Dothy, but I thought so. I knew he was gonna have like some Thoughtseize Undying shenanigans, and that's what he was setting up to do. So I was like, I'm just not gonna, dude, and the bolt. What the hell? Like every card he had was just gas, and then I drew. Even with looting, I drew a bunch of lands. And maybe Ragavan could have gotten there. I could have drawn like a bolt and then bolted Grief and then gotten back in the game. Maybe. I don't know. It's whatever. We tried. Let's see. So now we want to cut our stubs. I'm going to look at my sideboard guide because I kind of forget what I usually do. I haven't played this matchup in a while. Besides cutting stubs. We want Tear Asunder. We want Pending. I could cut maybe 2 Brawlers. I think it's right to cut Ragavan. Also, I think this Elegant Parlor should be a Plains. I don't know if he has Blood Moon. I don't know if anyone plays Blood Moon anymore, but you know, I'm going to just respect it. Or respect the Blood Moon. Tear Asunder, Prismatic Ending. I think something like this. What did I just cut? 4 stubs for 2 Tear Asunder, 2 Prismatic Ending. Yeah, like all these other ones don't do anything in this matchup, so I think this is fine. See where we go with this. I guess he has probably Shieldred's Edict or something for Scion, but I'm not going to really mulligan in a mid-range matchup like this. I thought it was a good position. Like I killed his Dothy, swung with my Brawler, and I thought I was feeling pretty good. I had Tribal Flames in hand, and then he just went Thoughtseize, Terminate, Hardcast Grief to take Jegantha, and then I just bricked, you know, or, you know, I got some lands that I just tried to surveil away, still drew lands, and then and then that rough, like, you know, getting stubs, obviously a dead top deck, and I hit that too, and Guildpact. So, I mean, I guess I put Guildpact my deck, so I should accept drawing it sometimes, but I'm only playing 3 instead of 4 for exactly that reason. But I could have surveilled a turn earlier, which definitely was a move I should have done. I like to play first, yes. I still got Jeggy. I don't know if people are playing Blood Moon anymore or whatever, but yeah, keep on Ragavan. You can say, oh, it's against a Bowmaster deck, isn't Ragavan bad? I'm on the play, so if he has, this is basically his Fatal Push check, or I guess removal spell check. He kept 7, so I'm sure he does, but sometimes they don't, and he's like, oh, I'll just Bowmaster a Ragavan. And if he plays his own Ragavan, then I will just Tribal Flames it, and I will attack, and I'll play Nacatl. So let's see the Fatal Push or his own Ragavan. Oh, own Ragavan, okay. So do we want to get a basic forest here? That doesn't really help us that much, does it? Guildpact also doesn't help us that much. So we could get like green, black, and I still need to get blue. But like, do I really play around Blood Moon here? I think we just get, because if we get like a basic forest here, and then I need blue and black, which I don't have. Oh, and so I think we're just gonna Tribal Flames here, attack, and then play Nacatl. And I think I just get black mana or blue mana because I don't have any blue spells. So there's the decision right there. And if he Blood Moons me, I have Ragavan on the board. Of course, he could just, you know, you do whatever. You could have Bowmaster, but this shows that he doesn't. I don't think he has a Fatal Push or anything. I would say I wish I had a Bolt here. Always get what you want. Back with the Ragavan. It's a 15. Ooh, could play Not Dead after all. All right, let's jam Nacatl from here. All right, let's see if he has Bowmaster. He cracks it right away. He probably does. Unless he has Dothy, which would be nice for me. All right, so none of that. You could have Blood Moon still. Tear Asunder. I have a lot of things. I have another Nacatl. That's actually very good. Because now I can attack, play another Nacatl, plus hold up Tear Asunder / fetch land. Maybe I did that wrong. Maybe I should have gone Basic Forest first. Because why? I don't know. I think I'm fine. Yeah. Feeling like he's not a Blood Moon gamer. But maybe he's going to try to... I'm just going to crack this and not respect Blood Moon. Right? Because we need blue Hedge Maze. A little free surveil action. I find a removal spell for this Ragavan. I have Not Dead after all. That's what I'm feeling. Feeling a Not Dead after all. Oh, okay. I was wrong. Why didn't you do that? It's kind of weird. I think we'll keep on top. If I give him a chance to block, I probably do. Just hold up Binding. I mean, I think he's probably going to block. Yeah, I was wrong. So we'll just bind when he attacks the Ragavan. That's what he does. He just tries to hard cast Grief here. Be a little annoying, but not the end of the world. And not let him hit me with the Ragavan. But still have a lot of stuff. Do what he does second main here. I think the binding was good to keep there. And like a Grief. Take Tear Asunder. Trade. I mean, this is what it is. That's what you got. Sure. So he's going to take Tear Asunder and then keep Guildpact. And then trade with Grief. Trade with whatever. He has 2 cards in hand and I'll have 1. I think it's okay. He basically has to block here. I don't think there's any world where he can take 3. And he's dead to top deck Bolt. Not top deck Bolt. He's dead to top deck Tribal Flames. I mean, why would you even consider? There's obviously you're taking Tear Asunder. So I draw a land, I can exile his Grief, and then hit him for 3. He's at 1 life. Yeah, I think that Binding was fine to keep on top. I have to get used to the play pattern of these Surveil lands, you know? They're a little weird. And sometimes I forget, like, oh, I should fetch because I can do a free Surveil. I kind of forget about that, like last game, notably. I don't really know what there is to think about here. He knows my hand. Why wouldn't he take? Does he have like Blood Moon or something? He's like, I'm not Blood Moon him. Or he's just like away from keyboard. Okay, so he took the one I thought he was going to take. Guildpact, obviously not that good here in this exact situation. Perhaps I draw something useful though. Oh, okay, or I'll just win. Okay, pretty easy just draw the right answer all the time. And we go from there. We'll be in for an exciting game 3. What is he? I guess Molten Collapse hits Scion and Binding. No, wait, it doesn't hit Binding, right? Does it hit anything? I guess it's just like Terminate, right? All right, I think we just run back the same thing. Yeah, we do it. See how we do. Ooh. This is tempting, but this is basically a 5-lander, which I think is pretty bad. I don't like mulligan against a discard deck, but that was bad. This is good. Do we want red-white, or do we want the Foothills or the Breeding Pool? I guess we'll put the Breeding Pool back, just in case we have to get a basic here. I don't think we will, but you know, you never know. Maybe just turn 1 Ragavan, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Oh, turn 1 nothing, okay. Mysterious, indeed. I could play Ragavan into Bowmaster, that's not super great. I guess we'll just play a land, get a Surveil, go from there. So, we know no Ragavan, probably no Grief Scam. If he plays a Dothy, do I Prismatic Ending it? I might. Oh, especially now. I mean, it's just gonna hold up. Removal spells. Our deck is removal spells, question mark? Okay, so let's go Hedge Maze. That value. This is pretty good. Because Blood Moon's bad. I think a basic forest then. We'll put on top. This is hard, annoying for his deck to kill. I think we just pass here. Goes Fable turn 3, it's a little annoying, but we start doing a little action. I think he just has Bowmaster. I guess it's a little sus, and I could just play, like, just jam a 2-drop into Fatal Push. I don't know. You can say I'm playing too scared. I think this is fine, though. Yep. It's gonna make it a little awkward for his life, where it makes it hard for him to get the value. That's what we're trying to do, basically. He can start attacking me for 2. I guess that's good for him. He doesn't have a 3rd land, so he probably has another Bowmaster. Could have Terminate. So what do we need? Black Source? So should I get Savai? Or should I get Overgrown Tomb? I mean, we have another red-white in hand. Let's see, we have green, red. We have a lot of red and white, so let's just do this. I have Binding in hand. Useful to have. Useful to have, perhaps. A Shock in. Don't want to Shock in to hold up Binding. Maybe. Or I could just play another Ragavan, but I kind of feel like he has rule spells for days. Maybe Life Total matters more. Maybe I'll just play Ragavan. What would he? Dash or Ragavan, maybe? Yeah, maybe. We'll do this. If he has Terminate. Play your Terminate. Play your Terminate. Double black. 2nd Bowmaster, sure. So my Life Total is getting low, but this is fine. A 3rd Bowmaster, maybe? Eventually, I will have creatures that are bigger than his creatures. I guess I have bind the army token here. Probably. Wait till he attacks with everything. I feel like I played this game before. I have like deja vu from a game that was very similar to this back in the day. I don't know when it was, like a couple months ago. Like literally this like same sequencing. Is it better to play Ragavan or just hold Binding? Ragavan's not going to drop. Oh, it's better to play Nacatl, but I can't. Okay. I think Ragavan's better at this point. Does he have a 3rd? Honestly, if he has a 3rd Bowmasters, then I'll just accept that, I think. This will keep him from attacking with everything, I think. I think it's better than just like Prismatic Ending a Bowmaster. This. I'd like to play this card. What's going on? I mean, it's a lot of cards in hand, but he's been stumbling on land, so maybe we can get through this. Hopefully he doesn't have like 10 more removal spells in hand, or like a 3rd Bowmasters. Like this is going to be a Blood Moon. Kind of weird with Bowmaster. Legion's End. Okay. You know, let me hit you with a Ragavan. Can't even attack because he knows I have Binding in hand. Scion off the top. Scion off the top. Pearl Flames off the top is interesting, but not exactly where I want to be at. I might just use this Prismatic Ending for one of these Bowmasters. Feels pretty bad though. But I have so many other removal spells that maybe it makes sense. What else is he going to play? I mean, I guess like a Fable, but wait, I just misclicked that? All right, well, that was bad. That's probably going to lose me the game. Obviously, I meant to kill one of his Bowmasters, and I think I selected double white or something. So a little rusty with MTGO. Unfortunately, that might lose me the trophy, which is not a great feeling to have, but it is what it is. It is what it is, as they say. I have to just take this attack because of the risk that he has. I'm always going to take Grief. Grief me? Fine. Take what? Tribal Flames? Binding? You're playing here. Yeah, that was bad. Like, he would have one less Bowmaster right now, which means I'd be able to keep, like, attack with Nacatl. Oh, that was so bad. That was bad. Okay, well, maybe we can rally. Let's rally. Let's rally a little bit here. Let's draw our way out of this mess. Okay, that's a good start. So he could double block the Ragavan he wants. Oh, actually, double blocking is really bad for him because I will first strike. Okay, so now we're in a good position. Yeah, just imagine if he only had one Bowmaster right now. Doesn't even block. Hit another Bowmaster. All right, all right, wait, maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do this. We'll see. Does he have another Terminate, Shieldred's Edict, something like that? This would have to be a Terminate at this point. Or more Molten Collapse, I suppose. Damn, just imagine if you had one Bowmaster, how good we'd be. Oh my god, what a fucking card, huh? What a fucking card, guy. This seems like he has an Undying Spell, and he wants to... No, okay, no Undying Spell. All right, well, that was good. You got the 2-for-1 there. Again, we'll see if this Bowmaster ends up killing me. But we know he has no Undying Spell in hand. Getting close, getting tight. Okay, that's not what we wanted to see, huh? It's okay, attack for 3. To win this race. I'm surprised he attacked with both there. 7. Jegantha. Let's hope he doesn't have, like, exactly another Grief or something. But if he does, then he does. Man, just imagine if he had one Bowmaster. Then I'd feel much more comfortable doing the race thing here. Did a lot of things, though. I'm also not dead to things, but... Yeah, Fury. Hardcast Fury. Fable. Would be annoying here. Like what he's got. Another Kolaghan's Command. Blood Moon. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Makes mine Nacatl 2/2. Dothy. Okay. And still cast Jegantha. You don't have Undying Spell up right now. So you're going to double block with Bowmasters. No? Okay. You're going to go with the race plan. So my dead to Bolt. So maybe he has Bolt in hand. Breeding Pool. Okay. Yeah, maybe he just has Bolt in hand. I don't want to use the treasure because I think my life total is more important. A very close game. And like we're seeing that literally I lost. I think I'm going to lose on that misclick. Is it allowed him to do like 3 extra damage here. So basically it changed the entire scope of the game that he's able to now race where before he was not able to do that. Play Breeding Pool tapped. I don't think there's a reason to do that. So now you can attack with Dothy and then chump both other things, and 2-turn clock with Dothy kills me. Then you need to draw a Bolt. You also have Undying Spell. Yeah, that's just brutal. Like I literally lost on a misclick. I mean, just how the game goes sometimes, right? I would have been at like 9 life right now. Sure. So Bolt will help me. I guess I'm just dead. Like, okay, a little rough. You know, I've talked to my opponent. I lost a trophy on a misclick. I think that's really it. It could be closer. So, like, I think I honestly would have won. But who knows? You know, he obviously had more removal in hand and stuff like that. But I think in this game, this close, like, I think that one Bowmaster did 3 damage to me and allowed him to attack. Like, otherwise, he, like, wouldn't have been able to attack ever. Now, maybe there were decision points along the way that I should have done differently, for sure. I think that's entirely possible. GG's. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, I'm going to concede. Yeah, so I think it would have been closer. I think we would have won, honestly, if I hadn't misclicked, so. But you could have been, you know, you could have been like, oh, no, you played this wrong or whatever. I mean, that kick command was devastating. Him getting the 2-for-1, but him getting me just discarding a card, which is what I did in a matchup like this. That's so grindy and close. Yeah. But what does this deck feel like? I don't know. It feels good. I went 4-1. I didn't once have Scion plus Guildpact, notably. Still went 4-1. Would have went 5-0 if I hadn't misclicked. Now, maybe you could argue like I had less Scion Guildpact because I only had 3. That's probably true. You could also argue that the tap lands were bad because I had them in some awkward situations. I don't know. I think I might test a little more. It's really hard for me to tell from just one league what I think of this, if this is too many tap lands. Like, I'd say there were definitely times, like, the grindier matchups where, like, this makes a big difference. And maybe that's, like, the time when you use them. If you're, like, trying to decide if this right meta call is, you know, are you playing a lot of grindy matchups? Against combo decks that are fast, they're just trying to disrupt. This probably isn't doing much. I guess it does allow you to dig for answers a little better. But it's kind of against these, like I think against, like, Murktide and against, like, Scam, like we just saw, like, I think these are huge because they basically just increase your chance of your draws not being dead. So, you know, you have a free scry or surveil or whatever, and that's like a big fucking deal. It turns a fetch land into a surveil one is a big deal when you're trying. Every draw step matters because resources matter so much. Sideboarding, I don't know. Like I had Rest in Peace in the sideboard. I still don't know if this card's actually good. Like it's good sometimes. Like I just mean in the current meta. I'm interested in some other kind of like. There's some weird graveyard tech out there. There's like I think Turn the Earth is the card that like Amulet Titan plays or something. There's certain cards where you're just trying to like exile something from a graveyard, and that could actually be better than the Goryo stack against the Goryo stack. Like, you know, I'm trying to hold up Stub or something, but like technically that card would be better than Stub probably against that deck specifically because it's 1 mana and you can just yes, you have to hold up 1 mana, which is kind of annoying, whereas you can just jam Rest in Peace, but like they're really only using like 4 graveyard synergies in that deck. So if you're playing a card just for that, then like something like Endurance or you know, some other kind of exile thing, a few cards from a graveyard could be better. Teferi, I didn't bring in at all. I guess I could have bring in the Goryo's deck. I don't know if it's actually good against that deck or not. It turns off Ephemerate shenanigans, which is good, but kind of TBD on that. And then the rest of the stuff I played before felt fine. Again, we didn't see a variety of matchups. We saw kind of the highs and lows of Repulsive Mutation. I think you could argue that game that it won would Reprieve have won that game I think because of how I drew, it would have. But if I hadn't drawn another exactly Tribal Flames, then it would not have. Then like my opponent would have replayed Titan the next turn and then may have still won. So TBD on that. But like I don't know if it's better than Reprieve. I think it could be better against certain decks. Like Reprieve's better against Cascade, but I think like that it's tough against Cascade. So, or sorry, I think Cascade's like falling off a lot. So we'll kind of see how the meta shakes out. But right now I'm happy putting this in my sideboard, and I'd love to test it some more. It was good against that one time in Amulet. And yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoy this content. I'm excited to be back playing some games, trying out some different things. And like I said, I'm gonna probably try out next like some other weirder lists. I'm just kind of experimenting. I think Dak Fade 07. I might play one of the Blue Zoo lists that he's played. He's also played kind of Reanimator Zoo, but now everyone's just jamming Zoo in every deck. So we'll see. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and you can support me in a variety of ways. All those links are in the description below. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.